Hey pal, you're watching this right now using some kind of computer, maybe a laptop, tablet, phone, something, and I'm watching you. And that their computer is using RAM. RAM is random access memory. Sounds complicated, but it's actually not too hard to wrap our little pea brains around. You and a computer are pretty similar. You both have memory. Some of that memory is long term, so you store it away in files like people's names, childhood trauma, or favorite movie quotes. But you don't use RAM for that. You store that trauma away and look at it very rarely. So when you aren't accessing it, it doesn't take away from the active memory you're using right this second. The big difference between RAM and a storage disk like an SSD or flash drive is that it's really, 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 really fast. RAM is meant for things you're working on right now, this very moment, or a couple of seconds ago. Just like your brain, you aren't using up your brain power on those movie references right now. You're using it to write a paper, so you need to remember how to write, how to hold a pencil, keep breathing, and keep your back straight even though you probably aren't. Just like when you wake up in the morning, your computer resets its RAM usage when it wakes up. While it takes you a while to remember how to be human in the morning, your computer needs to remind itself how to open apps, but once it gets going, it can remember how to do it again really quickly, until it's turned off again. So if you were to open up that favorite movie quotes folder in your head, you might have forgotten you knew John McClane's catchphrase, but next time someone asks, you'll remember it faster using your RAM. You can also only do so much at once. If you open up too many applications like games, browser windows, and the like, your RAM gets filled up, all used and abused like if you were writing that paper while solving a Rubik's Cube. You might be great at one at a time, but both is a bit much for most. That all means the more RAM your computer has, the more stuff it can do at one time and recall things quicker. When I was 15 or so, I got my first laptop with a massive 512 megabytes of RAM. I thought that would be the fastest thing that could ever exist. I was also a big dumb idiot. Nowadays, your average laptop will probably have anywhere between 4 to 16 gigs of RAM, 2 on the lower end. A lot of games now suggest 8 gig to run nice and smooth. Of course, there's a lot more to what a computer can do than just having RAM. Graphics cards and processors are also really important, but those are videos for another day. Additional fun fact, RAM was invented in 1968 by a guy from Texas.